We are coming to you live via Facebook streaming, YouTube streaming, and via Skype. Each one of you is welcome to this live streaming from our studios in Trinidad. There is sometimes distortion in the live streaming. I have a limited understanding of the computer and its facilities. Let's hope that this is rectified. Someone said there are two ways. Either we use a software or a hardware for sending these signals. Instead of signals going to different systems. So let's see how soon that can be rectified. Sutras of Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. Love, the ladder to reach the inner. Love is the ladder. Ladder or staircase is used to reach the higher. Depending on the height, the number of steps are less or more. In a pursuit to reach the higher, you cannot remain standing on the ladder. The ladder is very far-sighted. You have known the love for the money. Now you learn the love for religiousness. You have loved the body, but reach nowhere. Go deep into your love. Enter into it as intensely as possible. Then one day you will realize the glimpses, the faraway glimpses of the truth or the soul hidden deep within the body. It is the search for the lost energy. Zen calls it as the search for the bull. You go to the beach, you see the waves rising on the surface of the ocean. Neither a single wave is ocean, nor the sum total of the waves is ocean. And considering wave to be the ocean is erroneous. It is part of the ocean. Waves arise on the surface of the ocean. You go deep into the waves, then you will experience the ocean. On the surface of the ocean, one day you are born like one of the myriad waves. As the journey continues, you drown into the depth of the ocean. And the moment you drown in the depth of the ocean, all turmoil or conflict or duality will vanish. Never consider the world, the creation, away from the Creator. Creation is the Creator. Creation is the manifest Creator, and Creator is the unmanifest form of creation. It is in the creation that you see the glimpse of the Creator. Can you separate the dancer from the dance? When the dancer is there, there is dance. You cannot separate dancer from the dance. A painter paints a picture. The picture and the painter are separate. A poet writes a poetry. The poetry and the poet are separate from one another. But Creator and the creation are not separate from one another. Creator is hidden in the creation, and you have to search the Creator within the creation. Your body is the creation of the divine, of the Creator. It is the miracle of the unknown and unknowable. Within this, through the process, you have been given the process of exploration, love. Someone asked St. Augustine, can you explain the divinity in one single word? St. Augustine said, yes, it can be explained in one word, but never forget this word. Never forget this word. Live by this word, moment to moment. What is that word? Love is the word. If you go deep into love, you have reached the state beyond love. You reach the state of blissfulness. For that, can you neglect the first step of the ladder? Love is the ladder. Never stop on the ladder. Continue the journey until you reach the top. But somehow the other, when the journey of love begins, problem comes in one relation, we abandon the relationship, and the journey continues. And no result is obtained. One relationship is abandoned before it is abandoned, a new starts blossoming, and this is how the life goes on. The journey of love is possible when you are going into it intensely, as intensely as possible. The love that you call love is not love. It is the first ladder. At the lowest, the first step is not the rooftop where the celebration is going on. You are hearing the sound, sometimes the fleeting sounds of what is happening on the rooftop. There is a ladder for you to reach there. But when the problem arises on the first ladder, you abandon the journey. You have to continue. That which you know as love is not love. Love has many sutras. Sutra means the guidelines, the hint, the secret points. If you experiment with that which is like a narrow stream that will become a stream in one day. That is why I emphasize love the world and love the Creator that has created this world. There is a reason behind it. If you cannot love the creation, then you cannot love the Creator. It is in the creation itself that you can get the glimpse of love. When you introspect and you go deep into it meditatively, in the same act you will experience the invisible hands of the Creator. Whatever you do, doesn't matter what you do. Even your prayers, even the simple act of cooking, changing your clothes, taking a shower, if you go deep into it, you will experience the far away, the sound of the unknown and unknowable. If you cannot love this world, if you cannot love, world means the creation. World does not mean the duality. If you cannot love the creation, you cannot love the Creator. If you deny the creation, you have denied the invisible hands behind the creation. If you deny this, the mysterious nature of your body, you denied the invisible, mysterious hands that has created this magical body that is capable of taking you to the beyond. It is the ladder. There are 7 steps as it is generally known. The first step is the earth center, and these centers are not in the physical body, they are in part of the etheric body. That's why when you want to connect to the light body, which is about 2 inches above the body, and some of the healing systems use that in order to create the healing. So the first center is the earth center. That's where the energy remains coiled, and that center is just at the end of the spinal cord, coccyx. The second center is the water center. This is earth center, the 5 elements. The earth center, the second, the water center, is the genitals. The third center is the fire center. Some mistake the fire center to be the center of nafs. It is not. The nafs is the center below the solar plexus. Solar plexus is the center through which you are connected to the mother's womb for nourishment. And now, as the process of the inward journey continues, your journey through the ladder of love continues, the center, through the center you have to be connected once again to the cosmos. Unknowingly, ignorantly, without understanding, people go on taking the words of the others without understanding, and they call the solar plexus as the center of nafs. Nafs is below that. This is the center where the water has to begin to evaporate. This is the center of fire. solar plexus, then comes the heart center. When the energy begins to evaporate, and that's how you pass through the 7 steps of the ladder. You can love the Creator, but not the creation. You want to go to the temple and you say, it is said, it is very easy to say that I love God dearly, but what about His creation? We do not love the creation. For whatever reasons, it is like that you say that I love you but not your child. Once you can understand the invisible hands of the unknown and unknowable behind all that is visible, all that is manifest, you cannot say that I love you, but I hate, I dislike the creation. You cannot say. It is like saying that to a poet, I dislike all your poetries, I hate them, but I love you. It is like saying to a painter, I want to destroy your painting, but I want to worship you. This is what is being done in the name of many, in the name of religion, in the name of fanaticism, because of our identities. Identity is not cosmic. It is related that I belong to this caste, this creed, this nation, this religion. So we are still following the tenets long before. Can you continue to worship the long time computer systems where the whole room was computerized and we were using the Algol, COBOL, Fortran languages, and now the same technology has been improved upon? You cannot, this is the progress that is going on with the passage of time. The love for the creation can transform you one day. The love for the creation will transform your love. The love for the known, the love for the manifest will one day force you to go beyond the manifested, beyond the known. And only then you can reach the unknown and unknowable. Love is the ladder. It is far-sighted. You have known the love for money. You have known the love for the body. Body is ephemeral, short-lived. But there is something within the body that is never born, never died. You have never experienced. In any of your love making, have you experienced that state when you become unaware of the body? The moment that experience happens, you experience the invisible, you go beyond the body. Then, only then, sex is transformed into love, and then it becomes compassion, not before that. Those who go deep into Tantra or go deep into the act, then one day they experience this. Sometimes they get the fleeting glimpses of this, but the focus remains on the other things. So these are never paid any attention. If you enter into the life is an ocean. The moment you enter into deeper a little into it, you will experience the invisible aspect. Start getting the glimpses in the woods of the life. We are searching for the lost bull. Sometimes in faraway land you hear the sound. You are fascinated by it. If you go deep into the act, deep into the body, you will start getting the glimpses of that which is hidden in the body. You have loved man, you have loved the woman. Go deep into it. Then deep within the human body, you will experience the unknown and unknowable. Up to now you have only recognized the form, but the formless is hidden in the form. We condemn the form, but we do not see why form is necessary to enter into the formless. We love the form, we love the body, but not the invisible. And those, when we create the symbols of the form, out of ignorance we criticize it. It is a way to reach the formless. Form is a way of expressing the formless. Form is a wave of the formless. Form wave is that arises on the surface of the ocean, is the visible form of the ocean that we enjoy. We enjoy the waves. If there are no waves, we do not enjoy the ocean as much as when the waves are there. The wave is ocean. When ocean begins to wave, wave is the waving of the ocean. Ocean begins to wave because of certain reasons, because of the moonlight, because of the air between that comes in the water surface. It is, waves are nothing else but the waving of the ocean. Ocean is not, waves are not separate from the ocean. You cannot consider the creation different from the Creator. But you have been taught by the religious preachers to be afraid of the form. Because of the fear, you run to the priest, and then your exploitation begins. You have been taught to hate this and hate that. And it is only by creating the hate that the Creator is good but not the creation. You have to dislike the body You have to discard the body, you have to discard the creation. How can you find? When you look at the painting, a beautiful painting, and you analyze, you go deep into it, you know many things about the painter. You can understand the mind of the painter at that time. When you look at the expressions at the face of the dancer, the hand gestures, the bodily movements, it takes you into a state of ecstasy. Watching a painting or a art gallery, you can be lost into something that is beyond your control. And when you are asked to hate the creation, hate the body, dislike it, you are being filled with guilt. Because that which is unnatural cannot be done. Whenever you are trying to do something which is unnatural, you will find the guilt arises within. You are loving the Creator but not the creation, which is unnatural. And anytime you're doing unnatural, you will find the guilt arises in you. The sense of sin arises in you, and your life begins a discord. My emphasis is that be natural and spontaneous. Be natural and spontaneous in whatever you are doing. And this comes only with total acceptance. Total acceptance. I am not against love. But to know the love as you know, I want you to go a step beyond that. Try to understand love in its Try to enter into its inner depth. Want you to know in its infinite details as much as possible. Whatever you call love is not really love. Whatever you have known in the form of and known as love is not love. Love happens only when you have discovered your innerness. It is your innerness that knows the love. As such as you are ego, you are identity, you are memory, you are imagination. You are not that which is beyond the body, beyond the memory, beyond identity. When you enter into love, it is a man that is entering into love. It is a woman that is entering into love, not the being. On the dumb bosom of this oblivious globe, although as unknown beings we seem to meet, we are not aliens nor as strangers joined. We are bound to each other by a causeless force. In order to know love, you have to go beyond your identity of man, beyond the religious identity that I am Muslim, I am Christian, I am Hindu, beyond the identity of the nation, caste and creed. Only then you will be able to know love in its reality. When your real, what is your real identity? Someone says, one of the great American writer, someone asks, what is your name? My name is Dr. So-and-so. Is doctor the name of the person? This is an identity. You are suffering from an inferiority complex. That's why you want to prove yourself that you are superior. But this is happening without your knowing, and it is considered as normal. Why can't your first name is identifies you, last name is through which you are known, identified deeper as belonging to this particular group. You are right now filled with identities, not only one identity. Your identity is not cosmic. And until your identity becomes cosmic, Aham Brahmasmi, I am ever expanding consciousness. Whatever you do will not take you to the unknown and unknowable realm. Out of the soil of hate, love is never born. There is violence deep within, there is anger, there is conflict, there is duality. How can you experience love? That is why I say, whatever you call love is not love. But you have to continue to experiment, to go deeper and deeper. You have to not remain onto the surface. Your love making is onto the surface. Swimming. The journey of love is like diving. You are diving into the depth from A to A1, A1 to A2, A3. Not from A to B to C to D on the surface. That which is like a thin cord in your hand will become a deep stream. That is why Buddha said, when you desire something, do it wisely. You aspire for a man or a woman that comes. One day that happens. Desire for the deep within. Go deep into whatever you are doing. Go deep into your love. One day you will transcend love. The physical love will transcend into cosmic love. Love will transcend into light. Life, love and light. Continue to go deep into. Only this much for this morning. Until we meet again tomorrow for another journey, take care and do have a pleasant day.